Hey, Tech, sisters and brothers, welcome to the house of divinity. I am Proof B, or Professor Bates for long. Welcome. So, I was sitting here. I went and bought some. I decided I'm going to be an artisan. So I showed a little bit of what I'm putting together, and I'm looking for. Well, anyway, I went and bought some paint. Now, y'all real artists, maybe y'all can tell me what I'm doing wrong or whatever. So I went and bought some paint. Now, I don't know if you can see the color there, but the paint is supposed to be purple. But when I did this little piece here, this part, the background, is supposed to be purple. You might can see it on the edge a little something. Yeah, look, right there. See, it's supposed to come out that color. It looks black to me. So this is my first fully made piece. The rest are still drawings. I have to color them, and then I'm going to put them on, some of them on backgrounds like this. All that type of stuff. So I'm building an art gallery. So I did the same thing. I said, well, maybe because the background started out black, maybe that was the problem. So I got some cardboard and made a pyramid, and I painted it with the same paint. Now, do anybody see purple? Or is it my eyes? It looked black to me. So, I'm wondering if I need to maybe add some white to the paint so it'll lighten up. Because when you paint this thing, it comes out, the paint, well, when you paint it on there, it's this color. And then by the time it dries, it's this color. So, if one of y'all out there are experted in painting artistry. Now see, unlike the last pyramid I made, I didn't put any openings in this one. I'm trying to decide what kind of design. I got this, I wanted to make a design. I might put, this is the matron's cube, or something like this. These are all my artworks that I have to paint. I got a bunch of them. So I might do something like this on it, or, maybe one of the ancient Egyptian gods. Whatever, I'm going to put something, I'm going to be making these, and I'll put designs on them. Some of them I'll make openings. The ones that's closed have different purposes than the ones that'll have openings. So I'll get into all that. But really, on this video, I wanted to talk about food and hemp. I kind of got, that was my original idea for this Facebook page. But then I started getting into vibration, and all that stuff is pertinent. Learn about tuning forks and learn how to breathe, But I've been looking at a lot of posts lately, and not just lately. I've been doing this for years, like with a Z. And you can look at me and see I am not a good eater. I am not a person that was ever really into food. I still to this day don't really know how to cook. Maybe luckily for me because I don't eat a lot, so I don't get sick a lot like a lot of you that eat a lot. Something like that. So I'm like looking at these things and even the natural foods, and I know that for a fact myself. You can buy a cucumber or a tomato or something, think it's, oh, this is organic and natural. And you put it in the refrigerator, and in a couple of days, it's rotten. Now, they say if it rots, then it's a real food. But, okay, say it is organic. If it's rotten in a couple of days, that means it don't have any nutrients in it. So no matter how real it is, there are no nutrients in the food. When I was young, you put tomatoes or whatever in the bottom of the refrigerator and they was there for a week or two, straight up and down, no chaser. So what are we eating now? And if the foods that we're eating are turning rotten, even if you're eating the best food, if the foods are turning rotten like really quick, what is your body becoming? If the food if the food is no good, what are you made of? So I'm saying that because I need to get my focus back on this page and get back into talking about hemp and food. Now, I'm doing this for years. When I got out the Marine Corps in 1980, that's like 80, I came home and I gathered my brothers together. It was easy because I was in the Marine Corps and everybody listened. So I'm like, yo, let's get some land, let's get our own food, let's get. I didn't know nothing about the technology that is available now, but I did learn one thing in the military. Not top secret, but I did serve some time in secret logistics and ordered some things that I couldn't talk about back then. Now they're like a laser for the M16 and all that type of stuff. It's like that's like old technology now. It's like you can buy that on the damn internet. Anyway, so I heard some things while I was in there, and I'm like, yo, let's get our shit together and get our own stuff. Let's grow our own food. If we have our own land, we can grow our own food. And we can build our own homes. And. Now, of course, you know, we supposed to be poor, but a couple of my brothers was into selling illegal stuff. So they had money coming in. So they tell me, we not into that. You're not into what? Eating? Sure could have fooled my mother. Anyway, now here we are, 2024. Now, within all those years, I probably could have did all this stuff I've been trying to get everybody together. You know, just because I talk sane now, kind of, don't mean I had some craziness going on too. And my craziness was, I'm going to get my family together. Because, I mean, in my mind, I know these people. I thought I did. But nobody cares about doing for self. Everybody was mad at me because I'm like, let's do for self. I don't need to work for. Look around. I never hardly work. I don't get that bunch of Social Security because I never worked for nobody. I work for myself. And I'm like, look, I'll show y'all. Let's do this. We rather sell drugs, and we not into that. And they told me to my face, go do you. I didn't listen. So now I got a white beard and I'm 67. I'm still here talking about hemp. Hemp stands for helping empower melaninated peoples. So what that means is I did my studies, and I hope you have done at least some studies on hemp. I'm not talking about the marijuana side right now. We're talking about just the hemp. This plant, the male side of the plant, can make us self-sufficient. It the first thing you get out of it, as soon as it grows in like 3 to 4 months, it grows every 3 or 4 months. Boof, you got a whole new crop. So the first thing you get off there is seeds. These seeds can be made into food, into all kinds of food, like bread and cereal and blah blah blah, all kinds of foods. It is one of the most nutritious superfoods on earth. It's pretty simple, according to what I know. I'm not a grower, but according to what I've told and what I've studied, it's pretty simple to grow, a lot simpler than a lot of other foods. Simple, kind of easy. Just about grows in all kinds of situations, in all kinds of weather. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me all these years I've been talking and nobody's been listening? All we had to do was get together and put a seed in the ground and be self sufficient. You think you free? Oh, I'm free. I got a job and I got an apartment and I have my children in school and I buy Louis Vuitton. Out of all that stuff, what do you make? Black peoples, African American, Negroes, colored, whatever they call y'all now. Do you grow food? Do you own the apartment or even the house that you live in? You might think you own the house. Check it out. No, you don't. If you have a mortgage and all that garbage. Are you educating your own children or miseducating them like the schools are doing? School, a Jewish word which means abode of hell. My tenant's coming in. What do you own? What do you control? You don't even control sickness. You know how to fix computers, you know how to fix cars, but you know nothing about fixing your own body. You have to go to the doctor. What is that? What is a doctor? And he don't heal you. You still got to go back later after you get sick again. So why are people getting sick so much? Look at your food. Look at the air you breathe. Look at the water you drink. But then when I say let's get our own, you're like, I want to stay here in this garbage. Garbage. You want to live in garbage. When I'm like, let's get our own and shit will be simple. Simple. I ain't say follow me. I said let's get our own shit. Anyways, all you have to do is look at the people around you. You are killing yourselves thinking that you're free. How can you be free when you don't do anything for yourself? You think getting up and working for somebody is doing something for yourself? You're doing something for them. And you will do it until you retire or drop the hell dead. one or the other. And then when you drop dead or retire, you be like, well, I saved up $10,000, but by the time you retire, $10,000 will be worth a couple of dollars for real. What? So yes, on this page, I'm going to try to focus and start pushing self-sufficiency. Well, first of all, overall is self-help. Self-help, not help me. I am not a preacher. Don't, well, I'm not going to say don't send me money, but I am not a preacher. I'm not just going to take money and be like, ha 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 ha, I got your money, ha ha. No, dude. If you send me money for whatever reason, you're gonna learn how to breathe with me. We're gonna learn how to get our own stuff. Simply, it's so simple. I had it, but I again was depending on other people to help me, as opposed to me just getting my land by myself and doing this shit by myself. I'm working on that now, but in the meantime, I'm going to push this thing on Facebook. If nothing happened, by the time I'm ready to go, everybody, straight up and down, man, y'all are dying. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, not a lack of money, not a lack of bad food, not a lack of poison water, not a lack of poison air, a lack of knowledge of these things. I'm out. Peace.